Welcome everyone to the second episode of the Sketchy podcast. Unfortunately, Justus was not able to make it to this episode. However, we do have a very, very special guest. I think you guys are going to be super excited to see him. Let's just jump right in. Everyone, please welcome former President Joe Biden.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Joe Biden.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hey, Joe Biden.
All right, yes, that is your name. So, Joe, what do I call you? Or not just Joe or Mr. Biden or what do you...
Joe Biden.
You want me to call you your full name, Joe Biden?
I'm Joe Biden.
Okay. Well, first of all, Joe Biden, thank you so much for... thank you for coming to the show today. This is... Hello?
Joe Biden.
I'm so sorry. I'm being very...
I'm Joe Biden. It's not... I'm Joe Biden. 49th President of the United States, Joe Biden.
I'm being so rude right now. Okay, Mr. Joe Biden, this is your first interview that you've done. Okay. Oh.
Joe Biden. It's me, Joe Biden. Former 42nd, 49th, 44th President,
Okay.
43rd President of the United States, Joe Biden.
So, Mr. Joe Biden, this is your first interview. It's my understanding this is your first interview since you dropped out of the race, right? We haven't heard anything from you since you dropped out, right?
I was president of the United States in the 43rd president when I was in there. It was a magical time I was there.
Right, but so you haven't done any interviews since you did drop out. Why is that? Where have you been? You kind of went ghost on everyone for a while.
I'm here. Me, Joe Biden, here to tell you I could have been president the second time, but everyone claims I was unfit. I was fit.
Okay, yeah, well, so that's actually my, I wanted to ask you about your health. A lot of critics were claiming that, are you okay? What are you looking at? Okay, so a lot of the critics were claiming that you were unfit to run for a second term. They were also claiming that you were unfit for your first term, too. I also understand that you have prostate cancer now. So I just wanted to see what's going on with your health. Let's just see what's going on with your health right now. I understand that you were diagnosed with prostate cancer. Do you want to tell us about that?
I'm as healthy as I've ever been. Prostate cancer, it was there and then it was gone and it was here. And when I got the diagnosis, they told me, Joe, you're fine, you're going to be fine. So I went into the doctor's office and I got the prostate exam and they said my rectum was cleaner than a whistle. So then when I blew it, it was clean. It was clean. There was nothing there, and it was glorious. That's why I told him I'm Joe Biden. I'm sorry.
What did you blow? You just said that you blew something?
Well, I blew a whistle and it cleared the prostate. When I was there, they told me, Joe, your prostate's cleaner than a garden hose filled with rabbits. And I said, hey, let me hop out of here. So when I hopped out of the hospital, they said, hey, Joe, you're fine, Joe, you're fine. Because I'm Joe Biden.
I don't think anything that you just said made any sense. Personally, I had a very hard time understanding you. You said that you're the healthiest you've ever been, but how is that if you have prostate cancer? You can't be the healthiest.
2 + 2 = 4. 4 + 4 = 8. Hey, I'm Joe Biden.
Okay. There's a lot of critics saying that you were unfit for even your first term. How do you respond to them about that? The critics. Joe Biden? Joe Biden.
When I was eating my spaghetti and meatballs, they told me, hey, here's some applesauce. And that's when I told them, hey, who's president now? Who's president now? And they said, hey, take a step back and let me run for president. That's when Kamala came in. She said, hey, I'm Joe Biden.
I'm glad you brought up Kamala, actually, because I know she just released a book about her experience running for president. You were mentioned in the book a few times.
Kamala mentioned me in the book.
Yeah, she mentioned that, I believe she said you guys treated her like a potted plant. She felt like a potted plant, and she felt disrespected. What are you looking at?
Keep going, I'm listening. Potted plants, Kamala Harris.
Yeah, so she said that you see, you say a lot of weird, crazy shit.
Who?
And you kind of
you
you like clock out sometimes.
I'm as fit as I've ever been. I don't have prostate cancer. Kamala Harris, she said I treated her like a pot. She was the one. She told me she wanted to be president. That's why I said, if you want to be president of the United States, you need to be more socially active. And that's why the inflation went up, and then there's spaghetti inside of the meatballs and the sauces. And that's when the cart told me, hey, I'm sorry.
What are you sorry about? You say I'm sorry a lot.
Who? Me?
You do, yeah. No, you. I wouldn't say you say sorry a lot to myself. That wouldn't make any sense. I'm clearly, you're the only other person in the room here that I'm speaking to. Are you okay? Why don't we talk about Donald Trump?
Donald J. Trump, he's a felon. He's a felon. He lies to the American people.
I'd like to, I'd like to see, are you okay? Can you take off your glasses for a sec? I just want to see like I'm having a hard time. Oh my God.
42nd, 45th President of the United States, Joe Biden.
Okay. Yeah, you could put those back on. That was frightening. What do you, you've been seeing Trump's presidency. You've been seeing how he's been running the country. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on what he's doing?
The man's a liar. He's a lying thief. He lies to the American people to get his way. When I was president, I only smoked the truth. The inflation was lower than it was now, and the gas prices, you look at and then the spaghetti sauce was lower, and I put the meatball inside the spaghetti, and everyone said, wow, I'm Joe Biden, I'm sorry.
You put the meatball inside the spaghetti?
The inflation of the meat, you look at the grocery prices, right? The grocery prices, they were lower.
Okay, we're talking about grocery prices. Are you talking about like food, like spaghetti, meatball, like food prices?
The inflation with when I was president, when you look at the inflation with Joe Biden.
Inflation was Joe Biden.
Everyone's questioning whether or not I was fit to be president. Look at me now. I'm president of the United States. 42nd, 45th president of the United States.
Yeah,
Joe Biden.
I am really glad. I think it was a great idea that you dropped out. You haven't addressed why you dropped out of the race. You just said that it was for the benefit of the country or something, or for the benefit of democracy. It was for your health, though, right? Honestly,
I'm perfectly fine.
Like you got reamed in that one debate. It was really bad. You'd kind of been falling apart a little bit.
Me? I put Donald Trump on his back, and he told me, "Hey, Joe, you're not fit to be president."
I don't think you did.
Look at me now.
Yeah, you didn't put him on his back. And you know what's funny? I think all you had to do during that debate was just keep. You could have just let him talk. And I think he would have I think you didn't really need to say anything. He would have just talked himself into some weird shit. I can't even tell if you're listening to me right now. Joe Biden. Hi. The debate was bad, and I think it was because you had a poor performance in the debate, and your health it's clearly f***ed up. But you said it's for the benefit of democracy, but then you never clarified why.
It was funny.
Do you want to just admit that it was just because of your health and you had a shitty performance in the debate?
I'm perfectly fine. I could have ran for the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 7th term.
Okay. I also heard in Kamala's book that before she went up to debate Trump, or she was going to debate, and then you guys called her and you said don't say anything bad about Biden or what he did.
I never called Kamala. Kamala called me. She told me, Joe, we run for a 2nd term. I said, why? She said, okay, then maybe we can. So I did. And the next thing you know, I was up there and battling Trump. And Trump said to me, he said, hey, you're not fit enough. I said, let me eat my applesauce. And then I did. And that's when the goats came in and they told me, hey, no, you can't do that. You can't say that. And that's why I'm sorry.
Holy shit. Okay.
Does that answer your question?
It doesn't at all. I'm having such a hard time understanding what the you're talking about. How do you want to be remembered? Joe Biden? Hello? What are you doing? I don't know what you're doing right now. How do you want to be remembered? When people look back at you, your presidency, your life.
I want to be remembered as a man who was capable of accomplishing great things in this country. He said, when I was president, there was spaghetti and meatballs, and the inflation was bigger than it was now. And that's why I told the American people if I run for 42nd president of the United States, Joe Biden. I'm sorry.
You should be sorry, because this is the worst interview I've ever heard in my life. Thank God you haven't done another interview previous to this, because this is bad.
I'm good. I'm better than I ever felt. Prostate cancer's failing.
Yeah,
you said
you're better than you ever felt. You think you could beat Trump still with your golf swing, which is what you were talking about on the debate for some reason? Why? Which, by the way, that was crazy that you guys got into that. You started talking about a golf swing.
Who golfs?
Do you remember during the debate? You guys started arguing about who has a better golf swing.
Oh, yes. I told Trump, I said, hey, meet me out on the golf course, let me swing. And I swung my 9-iron. And that's when I realized that the spaghetti and meatballs weren't as saucy as I thought they were. So I said, hey, I'm the 42nd, 45th president of the United States, Joe Biden. I'm sorry.
What's this spaghetti and meatball thing
With the marinara, look at the marinara sauces. The marinara sauces are a lot cheaper than they were back then. Look at them now. I'm Joe Biden. I'm sorry.
What are you sorry about? What, Joe? All right, so I don't know if you. So can you beat Donald Trump if you guys went up against each other and golfed?
If my 9-iron was, if I had my 9-iron and I told him I'd meet me in the greens, and I'd make it a hole-in-one. I told him hole-in-one. Let me get one swing at it. Let me get one crack at it. So I did, and then I hit the ball, and the ball went flying over the rainbow, and the rainbow looked like a unicorn. I met him at the end. There was a pot of gold. There was a pot of gold inside, and I said, "Hey, the marinara sauce with the spaghetti and meatballs." I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry to be disrespectful. I keep laughing, but it's really hard not to laugh because this is just first of all, wait. So did you play? You're saying you played Trump in golf?
I played him. And
so you did play him,
and I beat him. I told him, give me my 9-iron. I met him at the greens, and
I'm done with the golf conversation.
I hit a ball over the lake, and I was inside. He was inside.
I don't want to talk about the golf.
There was a marinara sauce, and it spilled all over the golf course, and I had to clean it up.
Joe Biden, we're done. We're done. I don't want to talk about golf with you anymore.
Joe Biden?
In fact, I didn't want to hear about you guys talking about golf at all. I don't think anybody gave a shit or wanted to hear about the golf stuff in the debate. I don't really care about it now. I only brought it up. Never mind. Let's
You.
How's your son, Hunter? What's going on?
Who's Hunter?
Your son. Your son. Are you okay?
I'm as healthy as I've ever been. I could have went and ran the second term if they'd have let me, but they told me, they said, Joe, you have prostate cancer. I said, no, I don't. And that's why the marinara sauces are higher than lower than they ever been. And there was a cart boy, and he moved on to the front.
We're done with golf.
Who?
We are. We're not talking about golf anymore.
I'm sorry.
And I don't know why you keep bringing up spaghetti and meatballs.
I want applesauce.
Okay. Let's go to the next question that I have. How's your son, Hunter? Joe Biden?
Spaghetti meatballs. There was a lot of it.
Who was that? Joe, did someone just inject you with something?
No one injects me. I only inject myself. I'm Joe Biden.
Okay.
You asked me about my son, Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter. What's going on with that?
He's as good as ever been. He's flourishing.
I'm sorry, wait. Who the was that?
Who's who?
The guy, I think someone just injected you with something.
No one injects me. I'm not a puppet. Everyone claims I'm a puppet. I've never been a puppet. I don't even like puppet shows.
Are you a puppet? Because it seems like you don't really know what's going on. Someone must have been pulling the strings behind the scenes here. Like, there's no way that this was our president for 4 years.
I like Pinocchio. Pinocchio's a puppet. I'm me. I like marinara sauce, and I beat him with my 9-iron.
Can someone leave a comment in the comment section below? How many times has Joe Biden said spaghetti and marinara sauce in this interview?
Meatballs, marinara sauce, you put it in inflation.
How many times has Joe Biden...
You make a whole goat.
How many times has Joe Biden referenced spaghetti, meatballs, or marinara sauce, or all three combined? Leave a comment below. I'd love to know, because it's a lot. You talk about spaghetti and meatballs a lot.
I'm the 44th, 42nd, 43rd President of the United States, Joe Biden.
You just said 3 numbers and then your name.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, you should be sorry. Okay, why don't we talk about your son Hunter? What's going on with that?
Hunter's good. He's running for president.
He's running for president?
He's going to be the 44th, 47th, 49th President of the United States, Joe Hunter Biden. He eats spaghetti and meatballs and marinara sauce.
His drug of choice is meth, right? Is it crystal meth or just meth?
What's meth?
I'm asking, you don't know what meth is. Meth is an amphetamine, I believe. It's a drug, a hard drug that your son does.
Everyone talks about my son Hunter. What about Eric Trump and the crypto and the marinara sauce? And it's all inflated. He's inflated the economy and he's lying. He's stealing from the American people. And I tell you one thing: if I was president of the United States, 42nd, 45th, 47th president, Hunter's running for presidency.
Okay, hopefully he's not, because that would be very frightening. Where did this meth thing come from? Because, the saying the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. How did he get involved in drugs? Have you done drugs? Have you done drugs with Hunter Biden?
I did drugs one time. It was in Las Vegas in a strip mall next to a hooker goat, and then she put it on top of a booty hole, and I snorted it, one snort, and that's when I realized Hunter was there, and I fed it to him, thinking it was his pacifier, and little did I know it was a crack rock, and that's why Hunter's on crack, but it was my fault because I'm Joe Biden. I'm sorry.
So you accidentally.
It was an accidental feeding.
So you did coke meth out of a stripper goat's asshole, and then accidentally gave the crack rock meth coke to your son, and there's the eyes, and then you got him addicted to meth. So you got your son addicted to meth in Las Vegas. Is that what you're saying?
Hunter Biden did meth. I never did meth. I did it one time. One time I did meth, and it was at a strip club in Las Vegas, and I gave him the marinara sauce.
Yeah, you just said that with that.
And I put it in the booty hole, and I snorted it one line, and then that's when I became 42nd, 47th President of the United States, Joe Biden.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Let's move on from.
I'm sorry, the booty hole.
I don't think we're really getting anywhere with that.
There was a booty hole, and I snorted out of a booty hole.
What's going on with?
I like to taste the booty hole.
That's a frightening image.
Marinara sauce inside the booty hole. That's a good one.
Do you like why do you keep referencing spaghetti and marinara sauce and meatballs? What is this? All right. What do you think about all of the island allegations? What's going on? What are you doing? Oh my God. What's going on? What do you think about the island allegations? Why didn't you release the files under your presidency? Because I know that everyone was talking about it, right? I mean,
I wasn't on the island. I'll tell you who was on the island. Donald Trump, he was on the island. That's why he doesn't release the files. If you think you're not on the island, you're a tough guy. He thinks he's a tough guy. Come talk to me, and then you're going to see who's tough after you eat the marinara sauce and Joe Biden. 42nd, 44th, 47th President of the United States. I'm sorry. That's why I was never friends with Epstein. I'll tell you who was friends with Epstein. Donald Trump. Release the files. You want to release the files. You think you're a tough guy. You never ran for president. Marinara sauce. Donald Trump. I'm sorry.
Okay. Why don't we just go into some fun questions here? Some questions.
Let's have fun. Let me sniff cocaine out my booty hole.
Okay. Yeah, why don't we go there? Does Joe Biden eat ass?
I ate ass one time. One time was 1987. I ate Jill's asshole. I opened it up and I put a cocaine in the booty hole. And I snorted it. I said, I like that. So I went, I licked the butthole and the booty hole. Ever since then, that's when I became 42nd, 47th President Joe Biden. I'm sorry.
So you would attribute snorting cocaine out of Joe Biden's ass.
Joe Biden made me do it.
Joe Biden's in 1987.
I opened up a booty hole and I sprinkled a little bit of cocaine in there. I snorted it, and then I gave it to my son.
Okay,
I gave it to him. I fed it to him like a little baby reindeer, and I gave it to him. And then he said, "Hey, I'm Santa Claus."
All right, so that's how you became president. That's how Hunter Biden got addicted to drugs.
He was there in the room. I said, Hunter, come in the room.
That's kind of weird.
And I opened up Jill's butthole,
yeah,
and I sprinkled a little bit of meth inside the butthole.
I honestly feel bad for Hunter that you're inviting your son into the room while you're. Why is that what they've been injecting into you?
Booty hole.
Booty hole coke.
There was a lot of, I don't do cocaine anymore, but at one time I did it in 1983, 87,
Yeah, that's
89.
weird that you're inviting Hunter into the room while you're snorting cocaine out of Jill Biden's ass.
He wasn't supposed to be there. He came in.
So he came in of his own accord because a second
I
ago
brought
you
him
said
in.
you
I brought him in. I put him on the couch. I put him on the bed. And I said, "Hey, Jay, Hunter, open up." And he opened his eyes, and that's when I said I spread open here Jill's butthole, and I put a little bit of cocaine and I snorted out of my booty hole, and I said, "Hunter, you're up." And I shoved Hunter's nose inside Jill's butthole, and he snorted, and that's why Hunter is who he is. Marinara sauce, 47 President, 49 Joe Biden. I'm sorry.
This sounds incriminating. This sounds like this is illegal. Everything that you've done here.
Joe Biden.
Why don't we? So you do eat ass.
I ate ass one time, 1986. Jill Biden, she spit out the booty hole and I spit inside.
We heard it.
That day.
We heard
Hunter
it.
came in, I made him snort it.
Joe Biden, we
Joe
heard
Biden,
it.
marinara sauce.
We heard it. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? Yeah, I know you like ice cream. You like to talk about ice cream
I
a lot.
like chocolate, because chocolate reminds me of the booty hole. And I put it inside the booty hole and I snorted and I had Hunter Biden come in, I gave it to him.
That again.
And then there was marinara sauce
We don't need to
everywhere.
cover that again, Joe. We covered that. You've said that at least 3 times. What's it? So your favorite type of ice cream is chocolate because it reminds you of booty holes.
Booty holes. And it sprinkled a little bit of coke. It was a butthole sprinkle.
All right. What's your favorite restaurant?
Applebee's. I like Applebee's. Let me tell you something about Applebee's. Applebee's is a lot better than Red Robin. Let me tell you, Red Robin sent Lucille's. And then I went into Wood Ranch. And Wood Ranch had good applesauce. And that's when I realized I like marinara sauce. So I went into the Italian restaurant.
Do you think it's a little shady that you tried to run for a second term in this condition?
I like Slim Shady. He's a good rapper. Eminem. He rapped one song. I enjoyed it. And I told him, let me run for a second term. Marinara sauce. Applesauce. 47, 49. President of the United States.
I think we can wrap up this interview. I think the audience and also myself have had enough of this. What do you want to... Is there anything you'd like to say to the audience before we wrap up this interview? Joe Biden?
Marinara sauce, 47, 49 President Joe Biden. Let me tell you one thing. You open up your eyes and you open up a booty hole. And that's when I ran for if I ran for a second term, you're going to remember me. And I'll tell you this much. Donald Trump, he never ate a booty hole the way Joe Biden did. He sprinkled it in there. And I had Hunter snort it.
Okay,
47, 48,
send it here.
49 marinara sauce.
Great.
Marinara sauce.
We got a lot of repeat beats in this interview. He's going out again. Great. He's drooling. Okay. Oh my God. That's disgusting. Okay, guys. Well, listen, Joe, as crazy as this interview was, I really appreciate, you coming out here and doing this interview. You seem like a nice guy. I hope that everything goes well with your health and the diagnosis. I don't even know if you're listening to me right now. I think we need to get you to the hospital. Yeah, he's nodding out. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching the second episode of the Sketchy podcast. Stay tuned. We got another episode coming out for you guys soon. We're going to get some more very special guests.
Marinara sauce.
Okay. I think we can conclude there. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for coming, Joe Biden. All right, we're done. That's it.
Marinara sauce.